Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
I am now about to speak with David Chatfield, a professional golfer who's going to be nice to me, even though I don't know what it means like to play golf, nor with great respect do I care. But he is a wonderful guy, and I know about him. Tell me, please, what does it take to become a golfer?
Self-belief, to start with. It's a game that you can never perfect and know how good Tiger is, no matter how good Scotty is. Like, no one's ever going to perfect it, and you have to have that realization early on. There's not really a linear, if I go out and practice for 10 hours today or tomorrow, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to go shoot a great round the next time I go tee it up. It takes a lot of self-belief, and I guess you have to be an eternal optimist. You always got to think that your next round is going to be your best one. And it's a hard game. Obviously, it's very hard. But I enjoy it. I enjoy every bit of it.
Okay, David, why are old men running around hitting little balls? Tell me why.
Why old men are? It's easy. It's a non-contact sport. You can take a cart around, so it's pretty easy on the body, I would say. Over time, it's something that you can do forever. My dad used to tell me that when I was a kid. Golf is something you can do until you're, 85 years old if you really want to. So yeah, I think it's great for anyone to just go out on the golf course and be able to socialize, and it's a good way to kill 4 or 5 hours on the course.
So look, I'm going to ask you questions that a child should know, but I don't know. So what is actually the PGA Tour? What does it mean to be a part of it? Or what the hell do you have to do to get into it?
Yeah. The PGA Tour is essentially the best players in the world competing, 30 plus times a year. So to make it to the PGA Tour is a tough task. It took me a lot of years. I've been professional. This is my 4th year as a pro. The way I got it was through the Korn Ferry Tour, which is essentially like G League basketball. It's minor league baseball, whatever you want to call it. It's just a tour below the PGA Tour, and if you do well in there for a year or a season, then you can progress up to the PGA Tour. So I did 3 years on that tour, and then played really well last year, and then was able to get status for it this year.
What makes a professional golfer? They all do the same thing. So what makes it?
Yeah. To be classified as a professional golfer, it basically means that you play for money. That's the difference between, me and an amateur. An amateur can't play for actual money. They can play for like pro shop credits. So I can go buy something in, the pro shop at a golf course, but they don't actually get the money. Like, pros compete for money. There's a couple of different types of pros. There's like me, who I play and compete in tournaments against other golf pros, or there's a club professional. So at, a country club, if you go in the pro shop, there's a guy there that's the head golf pro, and he usually is the guy that gives lessons to the members and whoever, but that's not me. I play against other pros.
Okay. What is the PGA Tour? Tell me.
The PGA Tour is Professional Golf Association Tour. It's essentially the best 150-ish players in the world. This is my first year on it, so it's been a lot of fun. Just competing against guys that I idolize. It's cool seeing the best guys in the world and being able to be a part of it.
Well, who are the heroes from the sports? I don't know who they are.
Yeah, I would say from a young age, I always idolized Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy. I don't know if you know those names, but yeah, they're kind of the reason. It was very cool when I was young and seeing them. Seemed like every week they were going to win or they were in contention, and I wanted to be that guy. And, it's been a long road. I'm nowhere near where I want to be yet, but definitely a step in the right direction being on the PGA Tour this year and pursuing my dream.
Okay, are you still an honoree of Tiger Woods?
Yeah, I mean, it's been kind of weird. He hasn't really played a ton with his injuries and stuff and what's been going on. As a golfer, I'll still always idolize what he's done for the sport, because he kind of changed the direction that it was going, into a more, I guess, athletic sport. He was kind of the first one to intertwine, really working out in the gym and transitioning that into the golf course. He was the first, I would say, athlete to kind of do that. So now you look at the sport and there's a lot more athletes. There's a lot more people.
You can do the same thing with pickleball. You can do the same thing with ping pong.
Yeah,
why do middle-aged guys schlep around with caps on their head and hit little balls and run around? I don't understand.
It's addicting, I guess, when you go in and you keep doing it and you feel like you can be really good at it. I guess it's just an addiction, and I've always kind of seen it as that.
What have you blown? What's the big mistake you might have made in the course?
On the course, I make mistakes every time I tee it up. It's a game of mistakes, I would say. In a full round of golf, say I shoot a 70, say I shoot even par, there's only a handful of shots that I would say I hit exactly how I want and exactly where I aim. But the key is to manage your misses, because everyone makes mistakes in golf, but the key is to not make a big number and not hit in the water hazard or not hit one out of bounds and compound on your mistakes. The key is just to kind of stay the road and go into each shot like it's going to be your best one.
Well, since I don't understand, how do you keep a level head if you've played in the same damn golf course 70 times and you still hit a ball into a sand trap or water? You got to be either dumb or limp. What?
Yeah. No, it's true. Every professional golfer still makes a handful of mistakes throughout a tournament, throughout a round. That's the most frustrating thing. You go out and practice for hours and hours and you still make the same mistake. That's the worst part, but you got to realize that everyone else is doing it. And if you can be mentally there for the next one, you got a leg up on the other guy.
What have you effed up?
If I effed up, I try to keep a short memory and forget about it. Really, you got to move on. The same, a 1-foot putt is the same as a 300-yard drive. It's always one shot, so you can't let the previous shot affect your next one.
So I have seen a few pictures of these middle-aged guys who don't have enough strength to make love to their wives, but they're all schlepping around on a course, and they get on their knees to kneel to see how a crappy little ball makes it to the grass or something. How is it possible they suddenly get this strength together?
That one, I don't know. I'll let you know maybe in 20 years. I haven't been that far down the road.
Lie to me in the meantime. I'm flexible.
I don't know. I mean, a lot of guys try to find a way to get to the golf course and get away from their wives. I'm going to be completely honest with you. So I'm sure they have to do a little bit of lying at the household to first get out of the house, and then, like you said, they got to muster up some strength that they know that they had, but maybe their wife didn't, to maneuver around the course.
For those of us who have never stepped on a golf course, how do you keep a level head if you hit a ball into a sand trap or water? Or what do you do with yourself besides smack yourself? What do you do? How do you survive it?
It's a lot of times you gotta tell yourself that everything's gonna be okay. That it's not the end of the world that you're in the sand trap, because you're not the only one that's going to hit it in there. It's frustrating hitting bad shots. That's a big part of the game, but reacting well to hitting those bad shots is kind of key. You got to just be mentally present for the next one, and if you can do that, you have a leg up on a lot of your competition. It's frustrating, I know, but you got to be able to forget.
Okay, it seems to me that it's a game of BS. In other words, it's middle-aged guys who don't really want to talk to their wives, who BS with one another. And, oh, my God, this grass is green, and, oh, my God, how far the hole is. Isn't that what they do? They can't do another friggin' thing in their lives, but they're schlepping around on grass hitting little balls.
Yeah, for the majority of, amateur golfers, I would say you're pretty spot on, to be honest with you. Yeah. I would you're not far off at all.
Then what is it that makes them do this, honey? Tell me what makes them do this. Why don't they take up dancing? Why don't they do tennis? Why don't they play lousy ping pong? Why do they just do this crappy little thing with a little ball and run around like aged guys? Tell me why. What do I miss?
I think they probably think they're a lot better than they really are, and they want to prove to themselves and their friends that they are. And they're always one shot away. You always hear about their one shot that's incredible, and how they can repeat it every time, but they really can't. So yeah, I think they love telling themselves how good they are, and I don't think they're really that good though.
What about you? Have you ever screwed up, or where have you screwed, or how did you screw up?
Yeah, I mean, every time I go out on the golf course, I probably screw up. That's part of the game. It's part of the gig. Never too bad. I'm trying to think. I haven't really had any crazy stories on the golf course of me screwing up. I try not to. So the more you can stay away from that, the better, I guess.
Okay, so a middle-aged guy who can't pleat himself in bed to take care of a woman, they will get down on their knees to look at a crappy little ball. How do they get that strength together?
They lie to their wives, I think. I think they got a lot more strength in the tank than they're telling their wives, and they just want to get out of the house.
This is a great way to tell us what a great sport golf is. Who would you like to play a round of golf with, and who is our big name today in golf?
I would love to play around with Tiger Woods, just because he's been an idol of mine forever. Yeah, he's probably the reason that I started playing to begin with. It was cool idolizing him when I was a young kid, and to be able to share around with him would be kind of a dream someday.
Have you ever loused up a game? I mean, really?
Have I what? Sorry?
Loused up a game. Have you ever really crapped up a game? Lost the ball?
Yeah.
Well, tell me about it. So far, I'm listening to you. You're perfect.
No, far from perfect. There's been times where, you make a big number. I haven't done any recently where I've made a huge number. When I was a kid, yeah, for sure, I would hit it in the hazard, and I would let the first one get to me. So I'd hit one in the water, be super mad about it, and I'd hit the next one in the water, be even more mad about it, and then it would just be like a never-ending cycle. And then that's when I kind of realized, you can't let the bad shots get to you. You gotta be able to move on. So, yeah, hopefully I can stay away from those big numbers, though.
What is mini golf? How does it compare?
Mini golf it's very fun. I wouldn't say it's very comparable to real golf. It's just putting, so it's much more user friendly. I would say it's something that everyone can do. Mini golf. Mini golf's a lot of fun. Have you played?
I don't do anything, so don't
No.
ask me anything. Okay.
All right. Fair enough.
Those of us who have never stepped foot on a course, and with God's help never will, how does mini golf compare?
Mini golf would be basically, so a real golf course has like real holes. So like they're very long, and then the last part of like a hole is the green, the putting surface, where you ideally one putt every time, but that's pretty much all mini golf is. It's just a fraction of real golf. It's just the putting point of golf. So it's not really comparable because it's not on real grass, it's on turf. But it's something fun that you can do with your friends for sure.
Who would you like to play with besides Tiger?
Well, you, so I could teach you how to play golf.
Oh, yeah, lots of luck. Okay, other than me who can barely walk, other than me.
Scotty Scheffler. He's number one in the world right now. He'd be a good guy to play with.
What's his name? Who?
Scotty Scheffler.
What is so great about him? Who is he?
He's been really good the last few years. He's just been kind of dominant in the sport. He's just won a lot of times, handful of majors, won the Olympics, and he's very well grounded. So it'd be nice to kind of pick his brain.
Okay, tell me about Donald. Is he a good golfer?
Of who?
That's it? That's the end of your answer? Uh-huh.
Who? Sorry, who did you ask?
What?
Yes. Who's a good golfer?
Donald Trump. You never heard the name? Donald Trump.
No. Oh, yeah. Trump. I haven't played with him. I've seen his swing. His swing is not great, but it honestly gets the job done. I don't know exactly how he'd be as a golfer. He can probably get it around. I wouldn't say he's anything special as a golfer, though.
Listen, you have to be nice to me because I don't know what the hell you're talking about. What is his swing? What is his lousy swing compared to a great swing? He hits the damn ball, doesn't he?
Yeah, he hits it. It's just not. It's probably not as far as the great golfers. It's probably not as accurate or any of that. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure he can muscle his way around a golf course pretty well at a good score.
Give me one story about what you saw or what happened on a golf course before I throw you the hell out. I want to hear one story.
One story. Let's see. I shot a 59. I'm guessing you don't know what that would mean. It's a really good score. I shot 12 under par for 18 holes. It was one of the coolest days of my life, honestly. But I needed to make a really, really long putt on the last hole. It was almost 40 feet. So that's long for a putt. The odds were against me, but I made the putt. It was very cool. I know it means now that you don't know what that means, but the people who do know what that means will probably think it's cool. So that was nice. That was last fall.
Okay. I would like to say that it's been a thrill speaking with you. It's just that I don't basically know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah,
I have never
fair.
played golf. I never will. I don't even never in my early days ever went out with anybody who played golf, but I've certainly semi-enjoyed speaking with you. Thank
Awesome.
you.
That's very nice.
Wait. Do you have a trophy? Do you have any trophies?
I do have trophies at home. My parents kind of threw some away because they were taking up too much room. So I have the nice ones, though.
What do you mean you threw out a trophy?
My parents did because they were like junior golf tournaments, so they didn't really mean a whole lot. But yeah, I still have a handful of them at home.
Well, like I said, and I'm repeating it, what a great thrill to speak to you. You will never have to find me on a golf course, but I've enjoyed our conversation. Thank you, David. Thank you, honey.
Thank you so much for having me.
Bye.